Good morning, everyone. Namaste. A very warm welcome to our live Shunya Talks. Uh, for today's session, with us, Miss Sharanya and Miss Richa is there. It's a privilege to have both of you with us today. A very warm welcome you, Miss Sharanya and Miss Richa, ma'am. So, as before our study, so we will begin our session with the Shunya meditation. Yeah, let's. So, today we are studying Sanyuta Pāli Tipiṭaka Sanyuta Nikaaya as it is. So following the meditation, we will proceed with the today's sutra learnings. Let us now begin. I am handovering to you, Ms. Arana.
Sanyuta Nikaaya, Pali to English translation by the SIF Translation Department under the guidance of Dhanacharya Nagajiva, that means huge. Sanyuta Niyakas, linked discourses, connected discourses on the six senses base. The 35, chapter on the sanctuary from the yoga. Okay. SN 35.110, things prone to fear grasping. Because I will teach you things that are sung and Upanda listen to it. What that? Because are clung to and what is Upadana? The Chahu, because is the thing that is clung to. The Chanda and the Raga, for it is Upadana there. Next, the Jitva is the thing that is clung to. The Mana is the thing that is clung to. The Chanda and Raga, for it is Upadana there. These bhikkhus are called things that are clung to, and this is clinging. 7.
So, good morning, Saranya, and good morning, Venki. So, when we are dealing with six senses, first is the feeling comes in picture. When the newborn is baby is there, and when he recognizes touch of a mother, then he will tell whenever he is hungry, whenever he needs something or is in pain, he will crave for the mother's touch, because now slowly he is understanding the touch, sparsha, but also in that he recognizes and can differentiate mother's touch, father's touch, aunt's touch, and different people's touch. And the warmth he feels is with the mother's touch. Most probably, that is the example. So, when in pain, the child will only and only crave for mother's touch, because irrespective of feelings, first feelings comes in picture, because it will give you either the pleasant experience, unpleasant experience, or neutral, nothing happens. But when the child is having that pleasant experience, he gets attached to it, because he will crave for it, he will desire for it, he will desire the lust towards it. So then only mother's touch will satisfy his needs, is called clinging. So feelings are different, and then clinging. It begins with feelings, either pleasant, non-pleasant, neutral, and then it turns out when that cycle is so much and the intensity is so high, then it becomes to clingy. Here, then all the problems and everything starts, because if mother is not there, then all the home becomes a place of bigger noise, because child will not stop crying unless and until he gets attended by his own mother. But then, if we see slowly and gradually, fast forward, if say in teenage years, the same thing will change. Now, the kid wants his own separate space, Nowadays, we hear this thing, I need my own space. At that time, mother's influence, mother's involvement is not needed. Yes, providing food, it will be there. Nowadays, that is also not dependent, because Swiggy, Zomato, everything is there. They can order it or have lunch with friends or uh, etc. But then now this had changed. So that's how impermanence we can understand. It's life, and these are different phases of life. But when we know that attachment is happening, especially for mother, it gets tough then, because she is now clung to a son or a daughter, then if she develops this understanding that it's okay, these are my chakrus, these are my eyes which were clung to, and this is my desire. But in order to offer freedom to a son or daughter, she also works on offering the freedom. She also gives the wings to excel in their career. So she will also one day will advise his own son and daughter to go and explore the world and try out for his or her own personality development, career development, etc. So that's how the freedom is always there. If we think that it's really far away, our day-to-day life uh, makes us understand this thing. This is my understanding for this sutra.
Okay, Rajaman, thank you. So can we go to next chapter? Okay. SN 35.111, complete understanding of the interior. Because without directly knowing and fully understanding the childhood, without dispassion toward it, and without disassociating it, one is incapable of destroying dukkha. Without directly knowing and fully understanding the sota, dana, jiva, kaya, mana, without dispassion toward it, and without disassociating it, one is incapable of destroying dukkha. But because by directly knowing and fully understanding the chahu, by developing dispassion toward it and disassociating it, one can destroy dukkha. By directly knowing and fully understanding the jivva, kaya, dispassion toward it and disassociating it, one can destroy dukkha.
Yeah. So can we go back to previous slide? It's important. Yeah. So because here it is talking about without directly knowing and fully understanding the ears, nose, tongue, body, mind, and without this passion towards it, and without disassociating it, one is incapable of destroying dukkha. So, when we tune in to these teachings, especially when dukkha is happening and suffering is happening, and we are, lost, and we are by our own self asking many questions towards life, why this is happening, why this, I'm doing my part, but then too it's happening and everything. Then these teachings makes us understand the things in a deeper way. It works on our perspective with which we look at the life, because Buddha is giving us the practical doses. He's saying there is dukkha. So understanding of that it is everywhere, it is for everybody, it is applicable. If you are not in that dukkha, even though you become arhat, then you have got that this body, and this body will go through its own phases of decaying and jara maran. It will happen. So that is the pain. We are not free from that. But then when life happens and challenges are happening, at least we can remind ourselves that, okay, there is a dukkha, better we accept that. Buddha is not getting here glittery and glossy and, uplifting us and motivating us that, okay, everything is good or something. He is making us understand first, you see the reality as it is, meaning accept this is the dukkha. Okay, I'm suffering, because it's take that humble nature to accept this. And then if we accept this, then there will be different reason for this dukkha. For but depending on the condition, this may be the source of dukkha, one thing. Then depending on other situation, other thing will be the reason for this. This is talking about four Arya Satya, and there will be a marga also to talk, to work on it, which we are trying to do. And it is talking about the incapability and that understanding of uh, Panchaskanda was the last section we studied upon. Uh, and then first is Rupa in that. And Rupa is closely associated with these six senses we have: the ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Even if we remove anything, any one thing, then and so look upon it. So when in challenging situation, when maybe people are going through panic attacks or anxiety or something, different experiences happening, that sweating or tears rolling down uncontrollably. At the time, we can, work on these six senses to make us aware of that present moment which is happening currently. So we can, work on five things which can see around, the sounds we are listening, the smell we or breathe in and out's observation of Sunya meditation, quickly running 9 to 0 reverse countdown. And if what we can, what is the taste we are having currently, what is the touch we are experiencing, and what are the thoughts which are going on. Because when the challenges happens, it becomes so challenging that we will concentrate on the breathing, because the thought patterns are the intensity is so high that we need to observe at the time, maybe thoughts, so that we can do and practically apply these things here. This is my understanding, and how we can understand the dukkha, and then only we will be able to detach or see at least dukkha and pain. Sarani, you can also present your understanding here. Venki also.
Yes, actually, you are right, because uh, that is the beauty of junior practice. When we practice our junior, we can able to accept. We have that awareness. Everything dukkha is for everyone. So suffering is there. That is a you already told about the Four Noble Truths. So that suffering is there. So we have the capacity to accept everything. So I think these six senses, that already the chapter heading is the interior. So these are the five areas that the data, like we have the computer, right? So we have input and output devices. We already studied in the small classes. So this six senses means that is our input device. So from these six parts, when we seeing the form, hearing the sound, and everything, we have experiencing everything from these six senses. So it is important to make sure that these input devices are working properly. But because when we already experienced that, Narujama, when we given some commands to our translation sometimes also it would not work properly. So it should be updated. So we shall give proper commands. So we should direct them properly in the right way. Otherwise, we will not get the right result, good result. Same like in our case also, if we are not practice it well and we are not understand that actually every time most of the people because we that experience in Kerala also many high profile people committed suicide. They are already financially independent. Especially in the case of ladies, they are financially independent, they have good profile, but they have committed suicide because they have not that mental capacity to that hold the pain and everything. So they will lose their life. So actually, by understanding, I think from understanding this impermanence of these senses and everything, we can able to manage everything because it's the suffering, happiness, everything is part of our life. So I think our practice and our sutra teaching helps to learn. We have that awareness that it's a part of our life, so we easily we can handle it. I think these as the here we have to understand that these six senses. We are always, I think it is the foundation of all suffering. So we are always aware about our our own senses. So we can sometimes we people will go to any religious temple, anything, and they are making some rituals, beliefs, but these all are only external things. But we only looking into ourselves or our internal, only we can able to make changes in our life and our personality. So I think we always have aware about these things, senses. They are very danger. It will help us to transform, but it is very danger before we are understanding that. I think this is my understanding about this chapter.
Very beautifully laid down, Saranya. It's inner work and it's talking about interior. As you have said, the input we are giving, the same output we can expect. Even though giving the same input, as you have said, our command doesn't work in the same way again and again. We need to, make that like a strict teacher that do like this only. Don't give me something extra. Do not deviate from
Yes.
this what I have given. You talked about ladies being financially independent, but then also they are committing or taking some steps which is harmful for them. So this is the beauty of Sunya, that communities are getting formed. So everybody has the place for if somebody wants to just at the tough situation, listening is important. And if there is someone to listen to you, this is the community, Dr. Lim and Dr. Rajesh, with Soul University coming up. That look at Venki, look at you, we don't have the common expertise here. But then also it's like a thread, it is like the sutra, one stone and other stone, and it is generating a beautiful mala of beautiful jewelry that and this is the power of sutras. This is the power of getting together and forming something beautiful. It in itself is a shunyata, that and the people out there who are having the second thoughts or going through tough situations, Sunya community is really everybody is welcome here. Like we are here together on this platform with different expertise. It is like a mahasagar ocean. Everybody has got some place in it, and dwelling in its own, also dwelling with together with everybody's existence there. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Today's session is very good and very nice teaching from you, both of you, because accept the reality. And suffering is it's a journey throughout the life. So we need to accept the nature's call, and whatever we will get, so we need to accept and we need to go with that. And we should practice the shunya meditation for the detachment from the suffering and a lot of things. So that is the thing for today. And thank you both of you for the wonderful teaching. So with this, we came to end of the today's talk show, and thank you so much. And I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our guides, Dr. Lim and Dr. Rajesh Savera. And we also thank all of our audience to join this session. And we look forward to meeting you tomorrow and in Shunya Talks, and with more learning and deeper exploration. Tomorrow we will meet one more time. Until then, thank you and namaste.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.